Hello YouTube, Ciary P here and welcome back to Bang Average Gaming's Pokemon Omega Ruby randomised Nuzlocke. We find ourselves in the Pokemon Center in Mobile City where we finished off last episode after a little bit of heartbreak losing a Pokemon, but we have now filled out the slot on that team, the empty team space, as you can see on the layout down below to my left on screen, left on screen as I'm looking at it. Oh, it'd still be left on screen. But yeah, we find ourselves in the Pokemon Center. In this episode, we're looking to try and maybe, I think, take on the rest of the trainers on the route to the west of Marvel City. Maybe take on the gym trainers as well, and potentially try and see if we can get ourselves our third badge. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead straight into the team recap, and as per usual, we're going to yammer our way through this episode. Starting off strong, we've got Captain Crook. Now in the last episode I believe I did say this was a crocodile, but it's actually a Crocorock. Soon to be a crocodile, hopefully. Captain Crook with the K on the captain. With the Zen mode ability, moves Bite, Sand Tomb, Sand Attack and Leer, and I believe I might have just lagged a little bit there because I heard the kind of game buffer. But anyways, holding on to the Lucky Egg as well for that sweet experience. Then we have Shell Shocker, the Mega Blastoise with the Inner Focus ability and the moves Meteor Mash, Bubble, Bite and Protect. And we've got Professor X, the Mega Mewtwo Y, and as soon as he comes out, the game slows down immediately with the Guts ability, the moves Confusion, Swift, Future Sight and Disable. Then we have Dragonfly, the Yanma with the Cloud9 ability, the moves Uproar, Sonic Boom, Quick Attack and Double Team. Then we have our newly evolved Beacon the Lantern with the Sap Sipper ability. Ooh, boost attack when hit with grass type move. Okay. The moves Bubble Beam, Electro Ball, Thunder Wave and Confuse Ray. And last but not least we have Grumps, the Gramble. She has the minus ability and the moves Headbutt, Bite, Lick and Charm. So there we have it folks, we've got our team of 6. And we're going to head straight into the wild here. We're going to go west, we're going to continue grinding our way along that route and get ourselves some experience, especially for Captain Crook. And we've also, if you remember from the last episode, in between all the heartbreak of losing our newly caught Sceptile on this route, we dropped off some Pokemon at the daycare. And we have, I believe, Bazette, our Beedrill, is in the daycare. And Lovell, the Alomomola. The air is tasty. Good for you. Trying to avoid. Okay, I want to try and avoid kind of random encounters just now because it just takes up time. Nice. Is this a trainer? Okay. Now I believe there should be. We've got a Mobile. Now if we catch ourselves a random Mobile, we could potentially give the Mobile that Mega Stone. There is an item there as well. We don't have anything with those cut. Now to toast our first battle, again, Monster, if you ever come across this channel, as little subscribers as we have, I would spend so much time promoting this, but we have ourselves a little monster, zero sugar. We are sticking with the 0 calorie, 0 sugar, or not 0 sap, like low calorie, 0 sugar monster, and I've done it again. We get the second half of the crack. I keep forgetting to do that. See, now that I don't coach regularly in Scotland and do that with the team singles guys, I forget to do it all the time now, but cheers. Cheers to this battle. Starting off strong. Trainer has a Gabite. Now I'm very aware that this is glitching quite a lot and I hope it doesn't do it too much. And in the last episode when I was editing, I would also like to apologise because I did also realise that throughout the episode, not all the time, but throughout the episode there was a lot of kind of glitching and stuff with the microphone. It was kind of doing this weird like kind of clicking noise, I think. I think part of that may have been to do with the fact that it was the way I've got this set up is my microphone was kind of plugged into. I've got a cooling stand which is plugged into my laptop via USB and it's got an additional port. So I plugged my microphone into that, but I think that's probably what the problem is. So we've decided to swap that round, and hopefully that fixes the problem and doesn't cause that stupid annoying sound. Although I did spend a significant amount of time trying to see if I could get rid of it. Let's just get rid of Lear for assurance, why not? But I'm not a whiz when it comes to editing stuff like that, so... Oh, Deoxys. Okay, we've got a dark type. We've got a dark type for this. But I did try my best. I did look up online. I spent a lot of time kind of tinkering with it. Pardon me. At the end of it, I just decided to just go with the original audio. Okay, so nose Nightshade, that's fine. We know we can take another Nightshade. Oh, okay, we take it out. Nice. That'll be some good experience, I think. Yeah, solid experience for Captain Crook there. And we get ourselves 2 levels. Catching up nicely. Now this Lucky Egg was definitely a very, very valuable pickup. Okay, Pancham. We're going to stay in just to get the experience, and then we swap out, obviously. Let's go for Dragonfly. We've got a bit of resistance in the flying, so Pancham goes for the fighting type move. As it should. Okay, it's going for workup. We're going to go for the Uproar. We've got some good special attack, I believe. Nice, good job. Critical hit as well, okay. Maybe we might not have killed in one go, sorry. Mudslap, what do we have already? Sand Tomb. Sand Tomb is physical. So we're going to stick with that, We will not be replacing a move with Mudslap. We'll be continuing with the moveset that we have. Another Deoxys, hopefully going to get ourselves... Again, it's got the Nightshade, but that's okay. That's only set damage on the level that it is. Get ourselves a nice bit of experience taking this out. And we could have taken another Nightshade if we'd stayed in there. Beacon gaining a level as well. This is the one thing actually, do you know what? I've been listening to another Pokemon podcast. I've been listening to... Now again, I think it's stopped now. I haven't really got that far down into the playlist, but I think they must have stopped not long after it started. But essentially this podcast started during COVID, and it's called the Elite 2 podcast. Now, I'm currently in their second season of the podcast. They're doing like a draft season for all the generations, and oh, this is very, very slow. Hopefully we can take this out and our Mega Mewtwo can be subbed out again. But one of the things that they say quite often in it is that they're chatting about the experience share and how the rest of the team gain experience. Now, I think I've said this before, I'm actually not a fan. I'm not really a big fan of that, because then you end up essentially just spending all your time with the Pokemon that you use constantly all the time, rather than trying to figure out ways. This could be very risky staying in here, but I'm going to go for it anyways. You spend a lot of your time not actually... Okay, Toxic Spikes is fine. Not actually grinding out your team. Essentially what happens is you just use the Pokemon that work all the time, i.e. your starter generally gets abused all the time. Constantly used, and then you'll maybe get the Dragon type or really good Water type or whatever it is that you always really have your 1 or 2, maybe 3 Pokemon that you use quite frequently, and then the other ones are just there for occasions that maybe something comes out, which is the way a team is built essentially. But I just feel with the experience share, you find that just organise my... my bag, because I've not done that in a while. We want to teach Cut something. Okay, Crocodile can learn it. Or Captain Crook, shall we say. We do need to get rid of something. So we'll get rid of Sand Attack, why not? But yeah, like, with the experience here, it's kind of almost pointless because you end up just, like, not using the Pokemon on your team that you caught for a reason to fill out the team, and it makes it almost like they're like, oh, it's so much better, and it is nice to have like the kind of experience going to other kind of Pokemon in your party, etc. But I just feel like it almost takes away from the challenge of the game. It makes it a little bit too easy, for my liking. And this is coming from someone that's really, really impatient with some of these things sometimes. And I play a lot of games on like I do play games on like speed up and stuff, but I do still always like grind out the levels and the kind of Pokemon and stuff. But I do remember that from when I actually played the games like on my DS and on my Game Boy and stuff, is that it was fun to still grind out the levels and take on all the trainers and stuff like that. And I feel like that has kind of almost been taken away a little bit by the way the experience is kind of dished out. It'd be interesting to hear anybody else's thoughts. If you are possibly stumbled across this channel whilst you're leaving a comment on your thoughts on this, please do like and subscribe to the channel. As well as continuing with your comment and leaving a comment as to what your thoughts are on that kind of situation. Now we're in the Pokemon here, we're going to have a look at the randomised... Ooh! But it's quite expensive. Okay. Well, we know we can get Deep Sea Tooth if we ever get a Clamperl. We can get ourselves a Huntail, but Rare Candy is quite expensive. Let's see, can we sell anything? Anything expensive. We're going to sell the X Accuracy, we don't really use that. We'll sell Mail. And we don't have much else, okay. What we're going to do is we're going to buy ourselves some regular items, because we will also need to get ourselves some Premier Ball. I'm going to buy 5 of these. We'll just buy 3. We've got some potions, so let's buy. So let's just buy super potions instead. Buy 6 super potions. Let's go with a couple of super potions. We'll spend the rest on potions. How about that? Okay. I feel like that was the smart thing to do. I just feel like we don't have Pokemon. Unless I'm remembering wrong, I just don't think like 99 and stuff like that. And okay, so super potions might have been the better choice there. But anyways, we've opted for what we went for essentially. This is Wally's house. We did come and visit, of course. Ah, he's went back. Okay, so he's ran off again. But we're back here. We're back here anyways. I'm actually thinking, do any of our Pokemon... No, Rock Smash. They don't. Okay, so we do need to teach someone Rock Smash. I think I'm going to give that to Grumps. She can learn it. And this is where, if it's anything like the previous games, this is actually where we pick ourselves up another HM. Now, we've already got ourselves, as you can see, we've already got ourselves an encounter here in Rust Turf Tunnel, so we won't be getting ourselves a new Pokemon here. But we will be able to take on some other Pokemon here. He has an Ice Form, Cast Form. Now be prepared for the game to slow down as soon as Mega Mewtwo comes out. Whoa! Surprisingly it's holding up okay. I was very, very worried that this would slow down massively, but evidently not. Cast Form goes down. Cast Form, actually, funnily enough, not a great Pokemon in terms of stats and stuff, but actually one of my favourites. And honestly, if they ever came back and gave Cast Form an evolution, Pokemon Company, if you ever stumble across this channel, you ever happen to come across this channel, and you listen to fans' like comments and thoughts, please, please, please make Cast Form evolve into a normal dragon type. Normal dragon with the same gimmick that in weather it becomes Fire Dragon, Water Dragon, Ice Dragon. As well as adding the ability for Cast Form to change form in Sandstorm as well. And then you'll have, and even if you want to go even further, you get the kind of is it Delta Stream? You get the Delta Stream one, you could add Dragon Flying, so it becomes a flat, instead of Dragon Flying, it becomes Flying Dragon. Water Pulse, great move. Don't know why I'm looking back there. I thought I heard a sound and I'm thinking, is that someone in my apartment? And then I'm thinking, there could be nobody in my apartment. We've got some level ups. But nobody to move. Okay. But yes, as I was saying, Cast Form, Pokemon Company. Like I said, if any of your delegates or people happen to stumble across this video and are ever looking for some ideas, evolve Cast Form. Normal Dragon type, same gimmick. Trust me, I think people would. Okay. Okay. So the reason I can't use Rock Smash is because I haven't been in the gym. That's why. Okay, so we were technically right. But just a little bit too early. Those are drowsy. We've got one of those. We're going to run away. We're just going to run outside here because I also believe there is some. I think there's an item somewhere. Do we have the item thing there? We do. There we go. Oh, okay, so it's randomized to the old Gato. Normally, actually that doesn't really help us because normally that would be... Oh. I said normally that would be the black glasses and I'm pretty sure if you find them... I'm not sure if that guy gives you anything. Maybe you just speak to him and he just disappears anyways. I think that's normally the black glasses because he's looking for his glasses and then you find out that's the black glasses. Although I feel like you get an item from that, but maybe I'm wrong. Anyways, going back, I've now just had a thought. Because of the Pokemon there in Verdanturf Town, I was thinking let's have a look and see if... I don't even remember because again, I've not even checked back old footage, I've not even looked back on the old episodes or anything. So let's see if... Yeah, Pokemon's in the middle. Let's see if this Pokemon has any randomized items to have a look at. It does. It must do. Ooh, we got some... Okay. We got Blizzard, Flamethrower, Disarming Voice, Boom Burst, Pluck and Low-Kick. So if we come back, we can... Well, we need 10,000, but if we come back with a significant amount of money, we can get ourselves some decent... TMs. Okay. Here we go. We are gunning for this third badge. Let's speak to this guy. What's this guy saying? Okay. First guy. Here we go. Trainer number 1. Starting off with a Trubbish. Ideal for us because we have Captain Crook out front. ready to kick ass. Nice. Even though it's Sand Tomb as well, that's still pretty good. And I know it's a Trubbish too as well, so. Electros, okay. Oh, it's got Sandstream as well. So it's even helping us out here. Not great from the Electros there. Goes for headbutt. I think we should be okay. Yeah, we're all good. Helping us out with the Sandstream there. Now I'm not even sure. I'm gonna go for bite just because I think Sandstream can miss, and I don't know if it's like maybe up to accuracy in a Sandstorm, but want to guarantee that we get the kill. We don't have any issues. Now, one of the things that annoyed me a lot about oh, there's Grum's just gaining some levels, man. She's really getting that experience. And one of the things that annoyed me a lot about the Electros, like the sprites in this game, is that I always thought Electros was a lot bigger, and then you get to this game and you realise Electros is actually quite small. And in the games previously, it doesn't even look like it's that small. They make it out to be as if it's quite a big Pokemon. Okay, right, we kind of need to lock in here. I need to stop talking about Electros and stuff. Okay, now technically we have quite a good advantage here. I just wanna be careful. We don't have much in the way of special defense, but we would resist. We would resist, so I'm gonna go for the Sand Tomb. We're 4 times super effective here. There we go. Okay, what was I worried about? I'm doing a good job. And we're gonna get some hell amount of experience for Captain Crook here. Perfect. Making our way through this gym. We're 22 minutes in. We've got plenty of time. I've been quite proud of myself again. Do we step on that? I don't even know if what we do in that situation, but maybe. I've been quite proud of myself today because finished off my morning session. I watched my little brother play in the World Championships in his last mixed doubles match with his current mixed doubles partner. It was very nice to watch, and it was nice to see them finishing off their partnership together as his partner in the mixed doubles. Rachel this is her last tournament, and I was watching them and supporting them against a very tough pair from Korea. So they were always going to have a tough match. Unfortunately, they lost, but they played well. It was a good game, and it was nice, a nice note for them to end on in the World Championship. So I watched that, and then I went to the supermarket. I took back some recyclables. Swagger would actually be quite a kind of good thing to use sometimes, but you got to be careful with it. Took back some recyclables that I was stashing up here in my apartment. But one of the cool things over here is that when you purchase recyclable items from the supermarket, you pay a little bit extra on top. Now, when I first got over here, I was very confused because I was like, why am I constantly paying this extra money for these items? Like when I was buying like cans, like the crates of Monster, or if I was just sometimes that they didn't have the crates, I had to buy them a couple individually. But when I was buying them, why am I staying in? Why am I staying in? Focus. I was thinking, why am I getting charged? I keep getting charged. And as my brother, Ewan, would say, if he ever, again, if he also stumbles across this, hi Ewan, shout out. You get a shout out here for your knowledge. He kept telling me about, now again, this is probably not the best, this is probably not the way they say it, but it might be like fand. I think it's fand. It's spelled P-F-A-N-D. It's definitely not, it can't be puffand, but I think it's fand. I think it's fand. And it's like, you pay a little bit extra on top of the goods you buy for cans and bottles and stuff like that. And it's to encourage you to bring, we're going to bring out a dragonfly for this one. It's to encourage you to bring back your cans and your bottles and recycle them. And it means that when you go back the next time, you have an extra each can or whatever you pay like 25 cents on. So I bought a case of 10 today, so I had to pay an extra $2.50 on top of that, and when I go back to the store I will pay the additional, or sorry, I will get back the additional $2.50 when I recycle the 10 cans that I purchased. So it's quite a good system to actually make people bring their cans back, bring their plastics back, all that kind of jazz. It's a good thing to do, and to encourage people to do that and not just to bin them. So it does, and it works very, very well apparently, or so I'm told. At least it makes me do it. I'm always bringing my cans back. Not that I didn't recycle before, I did, but in the UK we don't have the same system in all of our shops. They have them in like every single shop here. You bring them back and you get a little bit of money off. Obviously you pay on like prior to that, but so we are at the gym leader, so we're gonna go back. We're gonna go heal up. I'm gonna play it smart. But it's a good system because it's actually getting people to kind of contribute back into. What's this? Is this the? No, TV network. Okay. So yeah, that was my thing today. And then I came back and unpacked my groceries. I put away, or I kind of did some washing up. I put away my dishes. I then made myself some lunch and cleaned up those dishes. Pardon me. And I also brought up some bits and bobs from my car that I'd left in for ages. So my cool, I don't know if anyone can see, it's kind of hard to see because it's reflecting a little bit, but my cool display cases for Pokemon cards. Now, inside them, you're meant to put your other Pokemon cards, but I think I'm going to start kind of storing other wee bits and bobs inside because I now have, and this is my other one as well, so I've got a white one and I've got a black one, so I've got my Dragonite card there, my custom trainer card, I've got my Pinsir full art there, and Japanese Slack Off full art there. I'm going to think about trying to see what kind of things I can maybe put inside there to kind of store, because it was initially the other Pokemon cards that I put in them, but I now have like binders and stuff for those. So did I even heal up there? I did. Okay, my brain was just not paying attention to what I was doing. So yeah, I will try and figure out what I could put inside there. I don't have any thoughts as to what yet, but okay, so 1, 2, 3. I need to watch out for the one down here. We go. Make sure to save. Okay, here we go. Now, I can't remember in the last gym, did we give ourselves some items? Raises the holder's special defense. Let's give that to Beacon. We don't have. We've got soft sand. Let's give that to Captain Crook. I know Captain Crook's holding the lucky egg, but what I'm gonna do is I'm now gonna give the lucky egg to Dragonfly because I believe Dragonfly is quite close to learning. Or not learning. It's quite close to leveling, or sorry, yes, learning Ancient Power, which would help it evolve. But the rest of these items are not going to help us out here. So what we're going to do is we're going to give our Pokemon... We've got some orange berries, so we'll just give them to the rest of our Pokemon. A little orange berry. Unless I can find one that's even worth... Okay, these ones are obviously quite kind of good to use. But obviously we've only got one. We might look into... There's a couple of good berries there. We might have to look into like potentially doing a little bit of berry farming in this game. Because there's a couple there that we could use, and if we do a little bit of farming we can kind of up the numbers of berries that we have. They can maybe help us when we're taking like super effective hits and stuff. Okay. Watson just staring off into the abyss there. Always liked Watson's ace, Manectric. He's very unlikely to have one now, but always liked Manectric in this game. And I'm a big fan of Magnemite as well, and Magneton. Not as huge a fan of Magnezone. I do like Magnezone, but I don't know why. I just feel like Magneton's cooler than Magnezone. correct me if I'm wrong. Some people might say differently, but I don't know. Ooh, okay. Now, I wonder if... This is the other thing I can't even remember, is did I set it that the gym leaders follow a type, or did I set it that they follow the same type, or if they're just random teams? We'll find out soon. Because we'll see the... Oh, Signal Beam. Of course we're going to learn Signal Beam. Ooh. Okay. I think over time we'll probably forget Electro Ball. We'll probably end up swapping that out for like Thunderbolt or something. So we'll go for Signal Beam over Thunder Wave. Simisage. Okay, Simisage is not an Electro type, so I did not follow that trend. We're going to go for Dragonfly. And I'm going to... What I'm going to do actually is I'm going to double check the Simisage. It's level 19. I need to double check and make sure it doesn't know any rock type moves, so it knows. It should know Fury Swipes, Leer, Lick, and Seed Bomb. So that's absolutely fine by us. And it is only level 19. We have got ourselves a significant amount of XP over these Pokemon here. Again, obviously this is due to the randomizer as well, giving us Pokemon that provide a lot of experience when we take on like kind of weaker legendaries and stuff like that. It's just what happens. So like there we go. And again, the experience share, again just making it... Feebas will stay in for the Feebas. Again, just making it a little bit too easy in terms of just like the whole team there getting experience from me defeating that Simisage. And Feebas goes down in one shot. Now, we won't get much experience from this, but again, it gets dished out. The entire team gets it. Hitmonchan. Now I need to be careful again. Does Hitmonchan get the elemental punching moves at this point? Always got to be careful, make sure you're double checking and saying, okay, not until 36, so I'm going to stay in, because it's 21, so it should know Feint, Mach Punch, Bullet Punch, and Pursuit. And it knows Drizzle, okay. The only one that really would affect us massively here would be, well not massively, but I think we do resist Mach Punch. I don't actually know if we resist Pursuit, but Bullet Punch could do a little bit of damage, I guess. So we're going to go for the Uproar. Goes for the Bullet Punch. Okay, 15 damage, nothing massive. We've went for the Uproar, which has kind of locked us in here, but we're going to just stick in. Hopefully we do not get outrageous, anything outrageous happen to us here. We go for the Super Potion, that's fine. We're stuck in the Uproar. Calm down. I'm going to go for the Sonic Boom here. I want to be careful. I want to be careful don't get locked in and we get crit and then we're unlucky. So we're going to go for the Sonic Boom. We should survive another one. We're going to go for the Sonic Boom again. Bullet Punch is fine. Okay, we're all good. We might have died there to crit. We might have died to crit, but it's all good. Because Hitmonchan goes down and we have ourselves our third gym badge. Here we go. Now again, the level 21, and the next gym, the Ace is level 28 for the next gym, and we already, I'm pretty sure almost all of our Pokemon are above level 28 right now. Just shows you, in terms of like the randomizer, I don't even know if maybe just the game in general, like if I played this through like normally, would it be that hard? Okay, he did also just say, oh, Stone Edge, good move, good move. He did also just say we can use Rock Smash outside of battle. We're at the 35-minute mark. We'll go for another 5. We will get ourselves... okay, everyone's actually leveled up the way in line with where they are in the team. That's fine. What we will go do is we will make our way, pardon me, swiftly to the Verdant Turf Town. I'm also now realising we are running about everywhere, so we might be best to try and get ourselves a bike first. We will go straight across the centre of the town or the city. We'll go to the bike shop here. Now if I'm right in saying we speak to this guy. I did, yes, I came all the way from Little Root Town. Okay. This is another thing actually I was a big fan of, is having to select your bike, having to select whether you want the speed or you want the little bit of kind of agility in your bike. The only thing that I would say is it was slightly annoying was the fact that we're gonna do the. Oh, you can't even register the Whelmer Pearl. Oh, you just click on the berries. Okay. Was the fact that can I ride my bike here? No. Okay. We can. Perfect. The only thing that was slightly annoying was the fact that you had to come back and kind of swap the bikes out. But I suppose again that makes it more challenging. You have to go out your way to kind of to complete the game or to do certain things you want to do. So like I was a big fan of the Safari Zone, and there's certain parts in the Safari Zone that you have a Mac bike for and an Acro bike for. So that's just things you have to deal with. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. It can indeed. Yes, that's fine. Here we go. Finally, now we get ourselves the TM or the HM. Oh, we don't actually. It's the Agronite. Okay. So where did we get strength from then? Okay. We're gonna go. Okay. Run into a Drowsy. So I actually might have a little bit of time after this, so I might record another one. We'll see. We're almost at the 40-minute mark. I would actually quite like to finish off. We've got the badge. I would like to see if we could maybe finish off with one more encounter. Could we maybe squeeze a little encounter in? Now on my notes it says Route 112 would be the next one, so let's see. Can we get ourselves... Oh, okay. We're supposed to be... Where are we going again? Mount Chimney. Okay. Now we got Croc Rock on Route 111. So, Route 111 is north here. Okay. And now that we have Rock Smash, we can go past. Now, I need to be careful because there are some trainers here. Oh, Route 111. Okay. Now, this is... Sometimes people say this is a static, but... I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say that this is still Route 111. It's not like a static. We could have waited to get that rather than get the Croc Rock. Now I'm gonna be careful here because they are trainers, I believe. Can we? We're not walking behind. We can. Okay. Need to be careful because this is Route 111, and I would like to avoid them and make it to Route 112, which I believe is over here. Oh no, please tell me this isn't a battle. Please tell me this isn't a battle. Okay. I'm just looking up at Mount Chimney, that's fine. Lovely view. Lovely view. Takes my breath away. Cool, that's fine. Oh, we're getting healed up. Okay, cool. That's absolutely fine. Ah, now we get strength. So they've clearly... with the introduction of the Mega Stones, they've clearly found a way around that. I have completely forgotten all about how this game works and where, like, okay, let's battle next time. Crap myself when I saw a battle there. Route 112. Now, technically, we can get a Beedrill on this route. But we already have a Beedrill. I see a Castform there, and that looks like a Dodrio, I think. But here we go. Route 112. What have we got? And a Scavalier, okay. I thought it was a Dodrio. Maybe that's another one. It's Steel type now already, isn't it? Bite. Oh, okay, that was... Oh, that was silly. That was very silly. Okay, we're gonna get hit again. That was silly, that was silly, that was silly. Okay. we've got some damage off. That's fine. Oh, I don't like that. Scavalier. Swap it into Beacon here. That was slightly stressful. No, we can't even. The only thing is now is we can't status it, but that's okay. We're gonna go for the Pokeball. 1, 2. Game Boy look. Ah! I don't know if it, I've never really figured this out because I can't remember off the top of my head right now if it's before the third jiggle or on the third jiggle. Here we go. 1, 2. Game Boy look. There we have it, folks. It just works. Cavalier! Again, no Pokédex entry because I fumbled when I was creating the file. And I would like to go for... if I can fit this in. I don't know if I can fit this in. I don't know if I can fit this in the game, but we'll see. I think probably not. Oh, we just managed to fit it in. Sir Lancelot. Sir Lancelot, the Scavalier, unfortunately just went to the dead box there by accident, but that's a-okay. What we'll do just now actually is before we finish this up, we'll quickly... Oh, okay. I need to remember that there's trainers here. We want to avoid as much as possible. Just work our way along, nice and slow, moving. Okay. We stick to the wall, we stick to the wall, we go down, we stick to the wall, we avoid the trainers, I don't like that guy walking about. There. Just because I'll forget this Cavalier, even though I might record one straight after, I'll probably end up forgetting. Oh, Heart Scale is so useful. That is so useful to get from the rocks there. Because we can use that later on in the game to remember moves. I believe it's at... maybe... I was thinking it was at... what town is that called again? See, can't even remember the town name. It's completely escaped. Lily Cove. I believe it was at Lily Cove that I think you can relearn moves. I could be wrong. Organise boxes. I need to remember to move Sir Lancelot, who may or may not join the team. It's got Anger Point. The Naughty ability. I don't actually know what the Naughty ability does. Up and attack. That's pretty good. I think it's quite an attacking Pokemon anyways. Anger Point. Okay. Could potentially join the team. We will just have to wait and see. Now we are coming up for that 45-minute mark. Becoming quite a long episode here. But there we have it, folks. In this episode, we grinded our way past the last couple of trainers in the route to the west of Mauville City. We made our way to Verdanturf Town, unfortunately a little bit prematurely, as I thought I was able to use Rock Smash then, but didn't really matter. We came all the way back, we challenged the gym, we took out the gym leader, no problemo. We've earned ourselves the third badge. We have finished off this episode by collecting an Agronite, our Strength TM, or Strength HM, sorry, and we have also picked up a new encounter in Sir Lancelot the Scavalier. The grind continues, the journey continues in this Nuzlocke, and we are thriving and also surviving. It's been a pleasure again to be back in this content, in this channel, or on this channel. I have been Ciary P. This has been Bang Average Gaming's Pokemon Omega Ruby Randomised Nuzlocke. I can't wait to see you in the next one. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe. Follow along with this Nuzlocke. It is going to continue and there is more to come, hopefully. Fingers crossed. See you.